guys. So it's about 9:20, and I'm walking home from the bus stop here in Newman. And I tried to do this earlier, even while I was walking here, and I guess something just messed up. I don't know. But yeah, just to get to the point, because I want to try to get this done before anything else happens. Frank Hill, it's Frank, sent me a link to a article that discussed and was talking about the recent investors quarterly call, a conference call, if you will, that Bob Iger and mostly Disney was doing for those that are invested in the company. The shareholders, traders, if you will, stockholders, and and all that. Kind of give them an idea of financially how they're doing, like what they closed out with last quarter, and at the end of 2022 and stuff like that. As well as let them know, basically what's around the corner, if you will, project-wise, like what's going to be upcoming at the theme parks and all that, like the retheming of certain attractions and everything, and what new additions they may, bring to the parks as well, not just, stateside, but also internationally, as well as expansions and everything, things like that, as well as even talking about possible, like, expanding the Disney stores, alongside their retail partners, like my job, Target, and online retail partners, like, let's say, Amazon and such. Basically, there's talks of, things changing there, what could be expanded upon, added on to, or, well, not just added on to, but all, brought in to, be sold and pushed and everything. But along with that, you also have the announcement of potential movie projects. And also along with movie projects, you have the announcements of course, potential cost-saving measures. Now, from what I understand, the cost-saving measures they want to do is about, around the $3 billion mark, but it shouldn't be affecting things like what's going on with WBD, or what's been going on there, thanks to David Zaslav and his acts of Zaslav. Basically, long story short, from what I read, it's going to be a lot more, I guess you could say, tamed, and it's going to have legit reasonings for it happening in the way that it'll be, in the way it will be. But, like I said before that, they also announced some movie projects that were currently in the works, currently in development as we speak. The first one that caught a lot of people's eyes and obviously made them wonder why it's happening is Toy Story. That's right, Toy Story is actually getting a fifth movie. And to me, you can go a variety of ways with this. I mean, I know the fourth one was a perfect conclusion to the entire saga, but I think that's basically why they're doing this, because you can go a variety of ways. You can, go back to Bonnie's and follow Buzz, Jessie, and them, that crew, or you can follow Woody and Bo Peep. They've pretty much opened the door for a possibility of, those kind of things happening in the future. And hey, maybe they'll bring back a villain or two to try to get revenge. You never know. So that's why I think they're doing a fifth Toy Story, because they basically opened the door for, possible scenarios that were never given the opportunity to be explored in the past. The other movie that was announced was Frozen 3. Frozen 3, I know people were expecting that to be announced, and it is going to be happening. What the story will be like, we don't know. We don't know if it'll take place years later. Well, obviously it will take place years later. We don't know if it'll be more focused on Elsa than Anna. We don't know that. We don't know if it might be a little more lighthearted, like more sillier, than the other ones, to where Elsa, she's discovering her powers more so. They're growing, and maybe she has fun with it and turns herself into an ice statue. Not because she has to turn into one to die and be reborn like in Frozen 2, but just to have fun and everything, like with Olaf and stuff. That could be something that happens, or maybe we find out that Anna and Kristofferson are having a kid, and maybe this kid inherently gets Elsa's powers, or powers similar to her. We don't know, but it'll be interesting to see. And then, of course, the other one is Zootopia. That's right, Zootopia 2 is happening. AC Racebest, who is a big Zootopia fan, a big Judy Hopps fan, was happy to hear that. I know Wild Hops is happy to hear that at ANDW, which is a CAW Korean Wrestling League. But yeah, Zootopia 2 is happening. Apparently, according to synopsis, it takes place 7 years after the original. So, who knows what that might mean. I mean, I know a lot of fans are hoping by then we at least got the answer of Judy and Nick being an item, not just being partners on the police force, the Zootopia police force, but actually more than that. So I think we might get that answer right off the bat. And who knows what else we may get. Will we get more Gazelle? Who knows? I think that'd be great to see. Will we get more focus on Clawhausen, if you will? Maybe, we don't know. But yeah, we are getting a movie. We are getting a sequel. And apparently it's supposed to take place not just, from, release time of the first one to the second one, but it's supposed to take place 7 years after the original. That's from what I'm understanding. That's from what I'm understanding. But yeah, we are getting a sequel to Zootopia 2. Zootopia 2. And can't wait to see that when it comes out. It'll be interesting, exactly, the directions they go with it. Like I said, do we get an answer about Nick and Judy being an item? I think we will. I think we'll get that answer. And does it have to do maybe with the wedding? Who knows? We'll focus more on Clawhausen or Gazelle. We'll have to see. But yeah, those were the announcements movie-wise, and as well as cost-saving wise, and that was made during this investors call. So yeah, I can't wait to see what they have planned, what they have in store when those movies come around. I know, like I said, some of them are going to make people wonder, why are you doing another one when the fourth one was a perfect closure? Again, I think with Toy Story 5, I think the door is open now for, anything to be explored, in my opinion. So, anyway, though, guys, that's all I'm going to really say on it. My battery's about to die here, so I got to get in the house and charge it. But let me know what your thoughts are on these announcements. Which ones are you looking forward to movie-wise? Which ones do you think will have the potential to be good? Comment below, live chat during the premiere, like the video. You will get an audio podcast version of this later. But give me your thoughts, guys. Love to hear from each and every one of you on this. And until then, y'all have a good Thursday night. Peace.